All right, Mark, this is your homework, okay? I don't know if you have a foam roller or not, but if you don't, you should get one because there's a lot of things that we can do to loosen up the back and your hips. And a little bit of just gentle movement and stretching, and then a little bit of core work that I'm gonna give you should help get that relieved a little bit. Game plan on this one to start is just to get on the foam roller, kind of mid-back. As you go backwards, just keep your hands next to your hips. Go back as far as you can, brace your core to stabilize. When you come back this way, you can walk the feet and snow angel your arms up and over your head. I'd say spend at least a good couple of minutes working through this and just seeing how you feel as far as pressure goes on that lumbar spine or that low back as you're working down deep down here. Like I said, give it at least a good 2 minutes working in and out of that lumbar spine, working through it. After you get through 2 minutes on that, we're gonna do a little seated glute roll. I'll face this way so you can see me. But this one, you can go for the good hip first, the side that the low back isn't bugging you, but we want to try to lean over to the side, and we'll hold onto the ankle or the foot right here, and we're going to work on rolling underneath your glute all the way towards that lumbar spine and that low back right here. If your mobility allows you to, you can cross your ankle over the knee, and then I'll give you a little bit deeper of a stretch to get to that spot a little bit more. Same thing on this one, spend at least a good minute, minute and a half, just kind of feeling out all those muscles on the outside of the hip. You'll find your piriformis way up here, and that's usually one of the culprits when you're having some of those back issues you're fighting right now. But again, dig all the way around that hip, and then when you're ready, same thing on the other side. You can always start again on the tight side just by trying to hold the foot and rocking through the hip. And again, if that goes okay, you can work on bringing that ankle across the knee so you can get a little bit deeper into that lumbar spine and the outside of the hip and the low back right here. Same thing, about a minute to a minute and a half on this one. Then the following drill, we're gonna lay out flat on the back. You can use the foam roller and tuck it between your knees and your ankles like this. Head and shoulders are relaxed on the ground, and you're gonna work on letting your knees drop to the side as well as you can. Try to keep that wingspan open and on the floor. You wanna feel like you're squeezing your knees together to hold on to that foam roller so you're not losing it. Keep squeezing as you're working on getting the wingspan down to the floor. Go through about a good 5 or 6 reps side to side, and take your time to breathe every time when you're at the bottom. Deep exhale. We'll allow the shoulder to back to get a little bit more range out of it as you're working through it right here. After you work through those, you can set up a little hip bridge where you're just laying flat on the back, heels are on the ground. We want to push your hips up into the air. As you push up, we want to try to get your hips as high as you can where you're getting your butt and your hamstrings to fire. Hold the stretch for a few breaths, and then release. Come right back up, see if you can get a little bit more range every rep. Hold, take a few breaths. Go for about 4 good reps right here. After 4 reps there, we're gonna do something called the dead bug, where we're gonna lift up the opposite arm and the opposite leg and try to crunch up to reach for the toes, and then come back, let everything relax, go to the other side. I'll have you go through 8 repetitions each way on this one, and that should get that low back stretching a little bit, as well as getting your core muscles to fire. After you go through your 8 reps, go right back up and do another big bridge. Give it a good stretch. Same thing, take a few breaths. Every time you exhale, see if you can get a little bit more range. Every breath out. We'll go through 4 repetitions up and down right here again. After we get through our 4th bridge, I'm gonna have you sit upright. Once you're upright, we're gonna work on crossing an ankle over the knee. We'll try to bear hug that thigh as much as it lets you. What you should feel is a big stretch on the outside of this hip. Once you've got that knee as tight as you can to the chest, we're gonna do just some gentle rocking back and forward as far as your mobility allows you to go. Go for about 8 good reps, just rocking back and forth. After you get through 8 reps, switch out the legs, same thing. Cross it over, give it a bear hug where I'm pulling it really tight to get that knee to the chest. Same thing, just some gentle rocking back and forth. Again, same thing, 8 repetitions right here. Once you get through your 8 repetitions there, we're gonna go flat on the back again for another little series of stretches, where again, we can lay out flat on the back. We'll start out, we're gonna take an ankle and hook the opposite knee. I'm gonna use pressure on this ankle to pull this knee down towards the floor as far as it lets me, and then I'll let it relax out. Same thing, roll that knee down, put some pressure with the heel to push that knee a little bit. We'll go through 8 repetitions, rolling in and out on one side, and then we'll reset, hook the opposite ankle over the knee. Same thing again, I'm gonna push that knee down as I roll my hips towards the floor, and then back up. 8 repetitions right here. Get as much pressure as it feels good to push down with this heel. After you go through that, give me one more big set on your bridges. Same thing, as high as you can get those hips to extend in the air. Continue to breathe with it. You want to feel like the glutes and the hamstrings are doing the work. We're not trying to overly arch just your back. It's all about the hips right here. Same thing, 4 repetitions resetting in between each one. The last one that I'll have you try to do, if you can do this one, we're working on rolling up and using your core, so I'll swing my arms. I want to try to dive in for the toe touch. I don't mind if you have to bend your knees quite a bit. We're going to work on reaching and just breathing a little bit. Now the big cue is as I go to lay down, I want my core muscles to really stay engaged, so I'm going to reach my arms forward. I'm going to use my core all the way down to the floor, keeping tension as well as I can before I roll back up, and then do it again right here, okay? Again, same thing, if you need to, buckle those knees to get a little bit deeper, and then same idea on the way back. Keep that core engaged as well as you can so you feel those abdominal muscles staying tight. Smooth as you can to get the shoulder blades back down. I'd say go through that progression, see how you feel with it, and let me know.